Imagine you are running late for work. To skip the morning traffic, you step off the edge of a 70-story building, hit the pavement at terminal velocity, brush yourself off, and walk to your desk. This became our reality after the cellular lock of 2049. Scientists developed a microscopic, indestructible membrane that encased our cells, permanently halting the aging process and entirely stopping biological decay. Humanity celebrated. We conquered the oldest enemy of our species. The fear of death vanished from our daily lives overnight. But the math caught up with us. This chart shows our global population curve after the lock. The death rate flatlines entirely, while the birth rate keeps climbing. We turned human existence into a closed biological system where people enter, but they never leave. By firing the Grim Reaper, we trapped ourselves in a permanent, inescapable logistical nightmare. Our population compounded until we simply ran out of land, and then we ran out of sky.
We had to completely redesign civilization into the stacks, megacities that don't expand outward, but infinitely upward. The luxury of personal space completely evaporated. The average person now hot bunks in a literal drawer, sharing a coffin-sized apartment in tightly scheduled 8-hour shifts. Because disease and murder are biologically impossible, our societal anxieties mutated. No one checks for locked doors or avoids sick people. We fear crowding. We fear the sheer physical volume of our neighbors. This spatial crisis rewrote our moral code. The ultimate crime is now unlicensed procreation. Creating a new life is actively prosecuted because it steals precious cubic inches from the living. Biology guaranteed our physical survival. The result was a societal regression from building a civilization to brutally fighting over physical room to stand. Inside those cramped quarters, our perception of time completely dissolved. Years and centuries lost their meaning, replaced by an endless, flat count of days. Psychologists documented a massive behavioral shift known as the Great Delay. It is the total collapse of human ambition. Every human achievement in history was driven by the ticking clock of our own mortality. Now, if you have 1,000 years to apologize to a friend or write a novel, you just tell yourself you'll do it next century. A heavy physical boredom blankets the population. People sit perfectly still for hours, passively watching cultural trends cycle, fade, and repeat in an endless loop. Passion and action require scarcity. Without a deadline, human life ceases to be a journey and becomes a permanent state of lingering. Deep in the lower levels of the stacks, a desperate subculture formed. These are citizens so starved for meaning that they actively seek out the void. They call themselves the Mortality Seekers. They subject themselves to horrifying medieval experiments, using acid baths and neutron radiation, hoping to find a flaw in the cellular lock. In 2150, a seeker threw himself into an industrial blast furnace. The cellular lock held. The ash and smoke simply grabbed onto the surrounding air and knitted itself back together into a screaming, fully conscious nervous system. Even the choice to walk away from existence had been revoked. We were completely hostage to our own biological perfection. Immortality was an inescapable prison. The authorities sedated the seeker. The rest of the population returned to their 8-hour sleep shifts in the stacks, standing shoulder to shoulder, surviving another meaningless Tuesday. We are locked in a permanent holding pattern, left with one cosmic event on the schedule. The entire human race is now waiting out the multi-billion-year lifespan of our sun. Time only holds value because it ends. By conquering death, we traded the meaning of life for the agony of an endless wait.